I hear airplane. I hear airplane.
Is it airplane?
I hear airplane.
It might be airplane.
Hey, what's up, Si?
Hey man, how you doing?
Hey, hey,
Hey,
hey, you know what I'm saying?
I,
Welcome to Body Hat Weekly, episode Zeekly.
Zigly.
Yes, yes. Brought to you by Channel Zero, of course. And I am Mr. Mocha Only.
And I am Mr. Dave Side. Well,
Bonanza.
join the chat.
Join the chat. We are live and ready to go. And today we got a fresh one for you, of course.
Yeah. You want a
We
fresh
should,
one?
yeah, you're looking for a fresh one of these?
Eh?
We got a fresh one of these. What are we talking about today, Si?
Yo, this is gonna be a fun one. We're
Yeah.
doing the Cenobites album.
Cool
Yo,
Keith.
EP or an LP?
Cool Keith, Godfather Dawn. We are doing the LP.
It's the LP.
1997, which was a revised version of the EP, which was 1995, on Bobito's imprint Fondulum Records.
And this is our first foray into Fondulum releases.
Yep.
And I would like to do at least a couple more off of that label.
Yeah,
It's going to be a good one.
I like that.
I feel like, Kool Keith is like the poster child for the obscure, left field type of stuff that definitely has to be part of the focus of this whole thing.
For sure. I actually think that Keith had a lot to do with like this late 90s emergence of a lot of the sort of more left field underground hip hop stuff that was popping off, you know. I'd like to say that he was definitely he would have had to been an influence for a lot of us. Myself, of course, yourself, of course.
Definitely.
The coursing.
He kicked in the door for the weirdos.
Yeah, exactly, man. And he would. I'd like to say that Keith was sort of one of the first quote unquote old school MCs to truly reinvent himself. You know what I'm saying? To bring himself up to what were current day standards and beyond at that time in the mid to late 90s.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. With the funky ass records labeled imprint with him and Cutmaster Kurt and all that. But let's talk about Godfather Dawn too.
Yeah. So I don't really know Godfather Dawn's history too much. I know he popped up for a little bit on Four Horsemen.
Mm-hmm.
But, so like he's extended Ultra Mag fam, clearly, but I don't know too much about him other than that. And I feel like I should. He must have a notable history, if not worldwide, at least regionally, because you can't come out the gate with that kind of skill level and not have a rep.
Well, he had already had his debut album Hazardous had come out in, if I'm correct, 1991 or 92. I should have done my homework on that, but I had the Hazardous album. I have it on cassette tape. It was a funky white cassette tape. It was funky.
Nice. That actually does ring a bell, but it wasn't something that I ever tuned in for.
Yeah, and just a little background as far as I know about the Cenobites is it was being worked on as far back as when they were doing sessions for the Ultramagnetic Four Horsemen album.
That makes sense.
Yep.
This whole thing is produced by Godfather Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
So like it ain't just the raps. He's really I mean, not to downplay Kool Keith's involvement because he is completely there. But like seems like Godfather Dawn is really the engine behind this project.
You could say so, or Bobito Garcia.
Yeah, he's listed as executive producer. So
not only that, but he's on 2 of the album's cuts as well.
Sure is.
With some of the most notable quotables on the whole Explodable.
I think it's really safe to say that anytime Bobito hops on a record, it's nothing less than wonderful.
Word up. So let's proceed with the way that we usually do it. You know what I'm saying? Play some clips, play some blips,
Yes, sir.
display some brips, and
Oh, and I would be remiss if I didn't re-mention that this whole thing was inspired by this dude right here.
yes, we have to we got to start the show every show saying that, you know, give all due respects and praises to Shock G.
Yeah.
For it is him, it is he, where we have accrued the name for this show, Body Hat Weekly.
But I
And
mean,
it's a salute to all overlooked, critical, membranical, explainable, and otherwise unexplainable, attainable and unattainable hip hop under the table, under the leg, under the chair, hair swept under the rug, reemerging later on. Things like that.
that is what we're doing. We are yanking that under.
And another thing, we're going to try to keep this episode to 1 hour. We're going to try to keep condensed like milk.
We probably can, because this is sort of like an EP, even if it's an LP.
Yeah. It's sort of like, how would you go between an EP and an LP? Like, yeah, LP. Does it sound like that? First track, Lex Luger. Let's get it popping.
Yeah, run it.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from Detroit, Michigan, with a jam-packed crowd of 55,245 people, it's Kool Keith, the Rhythm X, with Godfather Don at the St. Nicholas Arena with Lex Luger and the man with many faces. I'm like Henry Kissinger, riding like a passenger, carrying packages, moving like a messenger. On the street, you talking, you asking, I'm coming out, where's the hell is your manager? MC's in New York, everyone whacking her. DJ's falling, taking pay all the cash in her. Another track spinning, record too much in her. Whole lot of junk turning hard on the radio. Flop the flop, pop the pop, MC stop, making tapes, cupcakes to choose from. Lose them, MC's trying to battle in. At the lyricist lounge, many scrounge and scrounge. Take it back to the real shit, real legit. Any rapper on a label should resign and quit. MCA, Arista, Interscope, Job, Columbia. How could you let us scum be ya? Style and threat, style and bet. You regret. I kick lyrics for Janet and tour with Jackson. Wasting time, another black act. Making whoop and shoot should be doodle on a poop for school. I see the industry bugging, but they don't know no better. I take 1, 2, 3, looking, sounding like me, walking like me, clapping like me, still in my style, and even hardcore, even rapping like me. I kick it, but they wait, handicapped, standing on the side, looking like Shabby and Scooby-Doo, trying to get through. Styles, they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 MCs try to make a kid that's watch no style. Come like Barney Rubble, but a kid have to open the box of tricks. Lickety licky lick style. Next up, the Godfather Don making his way against the Undertaker and the Ultimate Warrior. MCs, take your seats for the next match, because there's the moment to miss. Wait till you see the twisting styles of the Godfather Don.
Skip the styles, uplift my pals like masking tape. You masturbate while your ass are blasted, bait from endless onslaught like home court. I'm on court with spawns as born, taught to dismember limbs this winter. Tim will stomp and send hymns to remember when you first got.
Yo,
Because there's the moment to miss.
bro, I forgot that Keith kicked like an 82 bar verse there.
No, but we had to get all the way to his introduction of Don.
We had to get a little piece of Don, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I got to say, Don seems to be, he's from like that core of MCs, that multisyllabic, very linear and sometimes angular, sort of like a Percy P type of vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Very much so. I bet if you took their influences and compared them, it would almost be a 1-to-1. Like they for sure come from like the school of like Kane and G-Rap and
that obviously there's the Rakim in there. You hear that, and And what was I going to say about Dawn? There's so much to say. And speaking, I know Dawn's got a new album about to drop too, rap album.
I think it may have already come out. I'm not sure.
I don't know, but we'll find out.
Thing on the Twitter.
Yeah, I saw it on the Twitter too.
Another thing that Don does, he doesn't do it so much on this one, but he does it on the next song, which is really like his showcase, I feel like. He does a lot of cool voice stylings that kind of remind me a little bit of Tretch or maybe even Dress from Black Sheep. I can't even really describe it too well, but like just he does this sort of like the way that he strings it together, and
right, the rise and fall.
Yeah.
The horizon
fall is very nice way of putting.
So I got the LP when it came out in '97. I think I got it off my homeboy Degree in Victoria.
Nice.
And I just remember putting it on.
I know.
Client coming, boom, 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 boom. Like you just know. And the way Keith sets it up, live Detroit, Michigan, you know you're in for it.
Oh, totally.
Especially in that era of Keithism, you know what I'm saying?
And
I just love it. There's just so much going on, man. And nobody does counting numbers quite like Keith. Because you don't know how far he's going to count to.
Yeah. He got to 14 that time.
Yeah.
It was great.
He got to 14 and then had to reiterate that it was 14 MCs tried to and finish it up with lickety licky lick styles.
So weird.
I've never even counted how many bars he kicks on that, man.
Nah, I doubt that he planned that verse out bar for bar.
Yeah.
Like it probably, if he did more than one take, it was not the same amount of time.
This was such a great era in rap, though. I mean, amid so many, just like the heavyweight underground surprises that just kept coming, right?
For sure. Oh, and what you said about Four Horsemen, I feel like this beat totally could have been on that album.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's right in line with that sound.
So let's jump into the next one, man. This is I Was Forgotten, which is pretty much just a Dawn solo joint.
It is. But a
real Dawn solo joint.
For example,
little bit of Munch type vibe in there too.
Yeah. Otherworldly.
Caused by stress makes a melange mess of your whole mic. Death of your soul like foul cyst. When spit drips from your oral cavity, I slit wrist. The blood letter with a beretta. Don't give a play fight. Busted cis wrist shit on your gravesite. Then I make charred remains of your methylated black soma. Till the last bone in your coffin was off, and then I spat on ya. Rancid remains lay stinking. Even though Jay asked what the fuck what you thinking? Yeah.
That's a little something. Hey, I'm not getting this. Ain't fading like it's supposed to. The player, the onboard player here. I gotta say right off get. I like this track. It wasn't a standout. Like lyrically, it was more than a depth. You know what I'm saying? But I remember being like, "Well, where's Keith?
Where's Keith?" So it might have been like a song that Don just added in to try and round out the project. That's kind of how it feels like to me. I don't know if it really fits with the rest perfectly, but I think it's a really dope song.
Word. Uh-oh.
Did we halfway bring somebody in there? What?
Oh no, it's I don't know what was happening there. It looked like C-Doc was coming on, maybe not, but
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, of course that'd be cool. All right.
Anytime
what were you
Man, I don't know. I think Don's stylings on this are really dope.
and it matched
like
absolutely. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, I was just in it for every track being him and Keith playing off of each other.
Yeah, it didn't feel like a Cenobites song.
Yeah. But that beat though, bam.
Dope beat. Might have been one of those like he found the loop and played it on the next keyboard note up.
When this came out, when this album came out, there was like a handful of cats that I knew that were really into it, and it seemed to go over the head of a lot of other folks I know. But for those few people, like we used to ride around in the car at night, like this was night music, and just we get so amped. We get amped off Lex Luger. We get amped off of Mommy. Rhymes of Sniff, like the whole thing was just it's when I put this on, it's just like I'm transported right back to that era, man. Where I was getting my own shit together and being so highly influenced by these radiant figures.
Hey,
what up?
What up, guys?
What up, dude?
What up, man?
No, I was just trying to fix the fade thing for you, Mocha. That's all.
Oh, okay. Well, we're happy to see you here, man.
I had to show,
I'm glad.
I guess we're familiar with this album.
Hey, before we go on, I mean, if you got a second, man, do you have anything you want to say about how this album felt to you when it came out? Like maybe what was going on with you at that time, or any thoughts?
It was one of those things because I was such a huge Four Horsemen fan.
Oh yes.
That like when I got this, it was like, oh, this is like a missing piece.
Yeah.
Of the puzzle.
And I don't know if you were on before, but we were just talking about that. I was just giving a little background info that these things culminated around the same time too.
Right. Exactly. And so
in fact,
it was exciting to find this,
See the Man on the Street from Four Horsemen is a Cenobites track.
Yes, exactly.
Intended for. So
yeah. And they took Don off his verse off the album, which I thought was weird, but whatever.
I love Four Horsemen, and a lot of it has to do with Don's production. Like it's just for me hearing Keith paired with Jazz. I know it's been a long time since he's been interested in that realm, but I always thought it suited him so well, and he made the most of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, he did.
But this, of course, you look at the early '90s, and Jazz was that was the soup of the day. Everybody, whether you were like on the PM Dawn tip or whether you were on the Mobb Deep tip, Jazz was what we worked with.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. Tribe kind of brought it in, and then everybody took it and ran with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
With the exception of much of the West Coast, but
yes,
that part of the country.
We love it all, though. We love it all.
Oh,
I just have a marked propensity towards all things with jazz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to mention. You guys are gonna love this. I didn't even know that Kool Keith, like Cenobites, was Kool Keith. Like I was first introduced to this. I was brand new in Victoria, BC, Vancouver Island, going to university there and in the dorms. So my freshman year. And I had this homie who lived in the same building as me, and he was like the only dude in the dorms that had tables set up.
Okay.
Oh,
my guy, Big Johnny Stats, shouts to him. And, obviously, as soon as we started chilling, I was like, I'm going through your crates. And I found this Fondulum release that I wasn't aware of. And I was like, what is this? Cenobites? Like, Fondulum, it's got to be cool. Let's check this out. And it was Keith. And I was like, no way.
Word.
Totally forgot to mention that.
That's a
Yeah,
dumb way
man.
to find it, right?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And that's
So,
a lot of that indie stuff in those days is like, unless you were like really checking for it, you might not know necessarily what was coming out. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't know what megahertz was for a long time. Had no
yeah,
idea that
I was lucky because I had a couple plugs, man, that would hit me with some of the more exclusive shit. And my man Degree was one of those guys, man. I mean, you know, he hit me with this. He hit me with a lot of things that I wasn't really aware of, like Saphir and Mr. No.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
You know, I gotta say, man, the Victoria scene, I can't speak on how it is now because I really don't know, but the Vic scene of like the end of the 90s was kind of popping, and there were a lot of dudes there who like knew their stuff and were really digging for underground stuff. I mean, Degree was there breaking stuff on CFUV,
Yeah.
and then
And
J-Files and Complex, they were like getting all these crazy underground tapes from LA and the Bay that I had no idea.
all the graph crews out there too were like hugely
Yeah.
instrumental in helping spread things around. Shout out to Quota Crew, Bam Crew, word up.
Yeah. Hey, you mentioned megahertz. I want to say real quick, shout out to free copyright. You know, he's still locked up. Hopefully he gets out soon.
Word up.
Fingers crossed.
Big time.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So you guys want to kick a dope verse or what?
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
But then we won't be Ghost immediately.
No. And this track features Bobito Garcia himself, and
Yeah.
it's memorable. There's a moment to miss. So hey, check it out.
Come in. Yes. X74. What's up, Nomad 10-7? We want to
Devin Old Man 10-7.
do this. We got 5-9.
Obviously.
No, we gonna
Hallelujah.
kick up the verse and then we ghost. 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 I got a brand new Ford, bright orange yellow pickup truck, cruising around
Course.
like I'm Johnny Esposito, pumping my funk tape with stretching Bebopito, looking around for that kid that robbed Joey. Catch another rapper rob slowly in the back of your head, feel the calico ammo. You know the X, hey, he's out the hospital. He played a trumpet in class, plus he had a fiddle. He had a house uptown on Green Apple Road. A human body buried, monkey plus a little toad. Scared federal bureau, fuck investigation. No phones, no beats, fuck communication. I like ice cream kids, I like Carvel. I read comics and books, yeah, Marvel. You wanna step MCs, I'm in the basement. Hold up mirrors to hell, where your face went. I walk quiet at night, through the projects. Maybe one night, look through your peephole. Peekaboo, got a gift for you. Yo, fuck Santa Claus, open your door, face the Cenobites, light. I want the Matrix, I'm mad, I'm like Hellraiser. Where could I be? Kick a dope
You think they came up with a group name
Kick a dope
after
verse
this
and
track?
then we ghost. Kick a dope verse
maybe.
and then we ghost. Kick a dope verse and then we ghost.
Bobito, and yes, I got the props. Now when you crab ass niggas just hop off my cock. My style's in vogue, you're never gonna get it. Phonetic, kinetic, energetic flows, your ears in a tourniquet. Rap tightly, my raps just might be unsightly or slightly gruesome. Some groups are done, some groups run, many groups come. When the beats are spun, stunned by the stun gun, you chew on my dick gum. I stick it in your nose so kids can ridicule. Like Catholic school, second grade, Mrs. Slattery had a tragedy. She saw me bust a nut, it was flattery. Now I recharge my battery, flattery gets me where I'm going. Lets me know I'm blowing, sets me when I'm boning. Shit, people ask me who writes for me. I write my own shit from finish to start. Diminish the heart. I eat a condition, then I fart. A Trasket, a Trisket, a golden air biscuit. Kool Keith asked me to rhyme, and so I kicks it. Nervous, service. Never even heard this, leaving hers wordless. Because it just served this. John Sean, my man, my mellow. My Godfather Dawn, get on the mic and say hello.
Hello, Nomad 10.
It's kind of pertinent that the venom I send 'em, give 'em an enema, then I'ma prove my shit is funkier than yours. Win wars, bend laws to make niggas figure I can't rap. I play it undercover and plant that. One word you heard no other say, and another layer to impregnate wounds, the tombs of larvae, insects to dissect from the rib case to the solar. Remember the scene of my brain make me shake. So when I hold a microphone, I grip the shit steady. Give me 5 if you're ready to go on the collision course. It's imminent when I'm.
Hey, the fade's working. All right.
He starts getting grimy.
Yeah.
Where do you start with this?
It's everywhere and a half.
Yeah.
I got to start with Godfather Dawn's loop selection, man.
Oh,
I mean,
so ill.
It was so exactly like where I wanted to be at that time too with production. You know what I'm saying? That's what made this like a near flawless effort for me, you know, this album when it came out.
That's true. That track especially sounds very Mocha only ish.
Yeah, with the oboe, huh?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I done tasted some oboes in my own stuff for sure, man.
You didn't hear a lot of oboes back then.
No.
I don't think you hear a lot of oboes today.
You still don't. You
Yeah.
still don't. Throwing oboes, man.
Blow them bows.
Yo,
Yeah.
you know, actually, yeah, I gotta say, yo, little side note, man. I've got this idea. I really want to do a track featuring both Kool Keith and Ced and call it Dropping Sticks on them. Had like sort of old schoolish type of vibe, you know, some jazz, a little sort of more up tempo.
Yeah.
And just, you know what I'm saying? Even if Ced just does the chorus, dropping sticks on them. I'm dropping sticks on it. It came to me in a dream like years ago. You know,
Wow.
I've just never like set foot to make it happen, man. But it's got to happen, man. Dropping sticks on them.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah. So Bobbito's verse, man.
But I don't. They, you know, especially in the Fondlem days, everybody should have had a Bobbito guest spot.
Yeah. I was always hoping more stuff would pop
Yeah.
up after this, man.
Yeah.
You know, knishes might be like the #1 Fondlem food.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
You might be right.
And farts being the #1 activity.
That's a result of all the knishes. Yes.
Well, if it's not knishes, it's at least ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mashed
Yeah.
potatoes.
It's
applesauce.
crazy. He said Mrs. Flattery, and she saw me bust a nut. It was splattery.
That's really good. Do you think that was actually his 2nd grade teacher?
I hope not.
I want to believe that it was. I don't know about the other part, like what she.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hopefully that didn't happen, but hopefully it was the teacher. Yes.
Well, I mean, in 2nd grade, then there'd be some like conversations about hormones and stuff that
Right.
peculiar.
This I still listen to this a lot, but this track in particular, me and my homeboy Hype in Victoria, shout out to Hype. We always drive around and when I'm visiting over there, man, and we always bump this track. It's always on the playlist. That and Mommy. There can't be a night cruising around unless we hear those 2 tracks, particularly.
Word.
Yeah, man.
Somehow this is more tame than Mommy for me.
Mommy's the track that you could argue doesn't fit on the album, but I'm so glad it's there. I just mean like sonically, topically, or whatever. It sounds more like a Chucky type of effort, you know what I'm saying, or biscuits and eggs type of, sort of more in that realm of Keithness, you know what I'm saying?
It's really
in fact, it's funny. I have the album on vinyl, but I also have like a digital album, which I've added a couple tracks from other things, from like some of the basement tapes or whatever, because I thought they fit. So I added biscuits and eggs, and I also added I'm fucking flipping, because that shit would have been great on Cenobites, man.
Yeah.
Pow, pow, pow. I'm shooting like a wild cow. Chocolate cow. The dog is going bow wow. one of the finest rap lyrics of all time. Really heavy social commentary there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo.
These
Yeah,
two
man.
really do plunge several new depths.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Should we get into Mommy, or what's up? You guys got anything more to say about Kick It Up Verse?
No,
Other than the fact there is a remix on this project
Yes.
of Kick It
Yeah.
Up Verse.
We will revisit. Yes.
Yes. Let's see where Mommy is.
Terrorized New York with the random killings of six.
His neighbors called him a regular sort of guy. He loved hamburgers and chocolate ice cream.
Hannibal Lecter's got nothing on these guys. Twisted minds hidden behind commonplace lives. Tonight, find out what drives their deadly obsession and meet the men whose only obsession is catching them.
I think Keith used that on Dr. Doom too.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, this
Humpty Dance Awards.
When I was a little kid, got lost. My mother took me shopping. Mommy, where are you?
Where are you?
Well, I got on the D train, rode to the Bronx, gotta walk up the steps to California. Then I walked through Sunset, Beverly Hills Mall, came through a door in Santa Cruz. I looked around, bought ice cream, got on the elevator, took it way up to San Francisco. Back down, I went in, pressed one, with my bag and my coat, 34th Street. I turned the block, walked up to Minnesota. Got in the cab and went to Idaho. He charged me $5. I took a shortcut. I said, let me out. And while we in Florida, I seen this cutie fine honey out in Disney World. We took a picture with Mickey Mouse, still in Texas. 2 blocks from home in Yankee Stadium. I went inside McDonald's and got a cup of tea. Mommy? Mommy? Mommy?
Mommy! Oh man.
Yo, Keith found the most unusual thing to get from a McDonald's.
A cup of tea?
Who
Yeah.
wants that at McDonald's?
I don't know, man. I also wonder, like, is this a Godfather Don beat?
I think he did every beat on this.
You'd think, right?
Yeah.
Well, according to the Wikipedia, it says all music is composed by Godfather Don.
That's a real wild card beat, though. I mean, it's very disparate too. You know, it's chunky, like it's a real 1990s mixtape. Pass it around, add the hiss at will, that kind of vibe.
Yeah. You're right in that it doesn't say, it's kind of the outlier of the record.
100%. Also, I mean, Homeboy doesn't really rhyme on this song hardly at all. He's just going places and all willy-nilly. If the rhymes rhyme, they do, but there's only a couple places on the song where there's actual rhyming couplets.
He
Yeah.
took a $5 cab ride to Idaho and got out in Florida.
Yeah. And then, he forget the rest of what he wrote, and then he starts to do something that people don't always do this, you know. He wants to talk to the girls and let them know that he loves them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
I've always kind of wondered how much of this album was off the cuff, you know? Like really just they threw on beats and then Keith just started, maybe he had some of it down and maybe he just kind of started rolling and freestyling. And
in my imagination, I would think all of it is.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of, I mean, to me, that's part of like the through line with a lot of these Fondulum releases is that they sound like they were thrown together hella quickly.
Yeah.
And like they just, just kind of caught lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And didn't bother with too much refinement and all of that.
That's the beauty. That was always my favorite stuff back then, man.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
And it was cool to hear that kind of stuff coming out of New York because most of the spontaneous stuff at that time was really coming out of the West Coast, I think.
Right.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, I guess Raucous was delivering some of that too. But I mean, this was part of that wave of like, everything coming out of New York, or most everything coming out of New York before the Raucous Fondulum wave was pretty well polished, I thought.
Word.
Yeah, this felt more like back to the real underground, like, guys in their basement with the 4-track.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely.
We are not renting a pro studio for this.
Exactly.
And
Yep.
this was Keith's era because prior to that, and after Four Horsemen came out, there's that sort of couple years of quiet, and then all of a sudden he's there with the the funky ass
Yep.
the one-off records, Wanna Be a Star, things like that, which was actually a Peanut Butter Wolf beat, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, that is correct.
Yep. Beware When I Come With No Underwear, that was another hot track. And then the Ultra album with Tim Dog, Dr. Octagon Ecologist, and Sextile, which all came out like boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
Consecutive within a year's span, basically. So this was Keith's era. And I've talked about, when we've done some of the other shows about, certain hip hop characters had their it period, whether it was a Buckshot Shorty, Drez from Black Sheep, Tretch, whomever, the guys that had like that's the dude right now. Keith was kind of doing it too. He was kind of the dude, and a lot of cats were getting him to feature on their records. It was just a great, as I said earlier, Keith was one of the first old school guys to truly reemerge as a brand new entity, and be fresh while doing it.
Yes.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. He was
really prolific, man. Like, he didn't stop at that slew that you just rattled off,
No.
Like Black Elvis, it was Matthew, it was Dr. Doom. Like, he kept going to the point where like it got difficult to keep up with even.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I have to also give a lot of credit to Cutmaster Kurt, because I mean he was behind a lot of that too, man.
Yep. Diesel truckers.
He just I don't think he's got his due credit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Oh shit, man. What I had something else I was gonna say that I thought was pertinent at the time, man. Oh yeah. So during that time, the mid to late 90s, like watching Keith reemerge, and I'm just like, wow, like how can I be down? And looking at him like, okay, he's one of our elder statesmen. That's how it seemed at the time. When he put all this stuff out, he was only about 32 years old.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, we were getting to know him as a character around the same time we were getting to know KRS and stuff like that.
Yeah. Now, I remember I had a couple shows with him in like Oregon and Washington, if I'm not mistaken. In '97, went right for the Sextile promo tour. And I was with Ishkan too. And I remember like just, being awestruck to be in a room with Keith at that time when you're like a young guy trying to get on yourself, and just looking at him like he's like an old uncle or something. And he was really like 30 years old or whatever. Like,
yo, did you guys open for him at was it called Legends in Victoria?
I don't remember, man. I think I did one with him in Vancouver Island, in Victoria.
I think I saw him there, and I didn't remember whether it was y'all that had opened or not.
I don't recall, man. I don't recall. Anyway, I'm drifting too much on memory bliss here. We gotta keep going, man.
No, but Keith is a guy that'll do that because he's been around for so long, and he's had so many weird little incarnations.
Well, I mean, we all have probably like a handful of rap characters that we can truly say were altered our own rap careers, correct? And Keith is so high up there. Like there's a handful of people, saying Q-Tip, Kool Keith, Chuck D. Like there's like
Yep.
It's like, I got like 10 of them, you know what I'm saying? And I could talk for hours about these guys, you know, that's how much they mean to me.
Yeah. Yo, Jamel Fareed mentioned something that I was going to dip into. How cool is it that Keith was Doom and Zev Love was Doom, and they both did things on Fondlem, and there was like no problem ever at any point at all.
It's true,
No.
right?
And then they ended up doing a record together on Feature Magnetic, Keith's album from 2016, was it?
Did they? There's a
C-Dot. Do you know the album I'm talking about?
I kind of remember it. I'm gonna look it up.
Keith did a self-produced album called Feature Magnetic, and every track had a feature. And by the way, Godfather Dawn is on that, and it was his, I think, like one of his first raps in a while, and he slaughtered it too.
Wow. And he had MF Doom on that too.
Hell yeah.
I was not aware of this. I need to find that stat.
I'm here to shed awareness. I'm raising awareness.
I do remember that record. That's right.
Yeah.
I do remember. Yeah, I got to revisit that one.
Well, the song he had with Dawn on that was called Stratocaster.
Yes. And the MF Doom joint was Superhero.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Word up. Well, let's get back to the program, shall we?
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
What's next?
You're late.
Yeah, what's up with all you stupid motherfuckers out there giving me that jive five and that jam hug? Don't come back with grass between your ass, cause I'm out here to last and move on far past. That's right, I get deep up in that.
I forgot to mention, this track features the legendary Percy P.
It sure
Shout
does.
out to Percy P.
Yes, it does.
Huge shout out to Percy P. Eternal props.
Yep.
I
Eternal
think
props.
it's one for the ages on this one.
Yeah, word up. And remember we talking about Percy earlier when we were talking about Dawn's styling on this, you know what I'm saying? How there's kind of like, there's some, what do you call them? When you're like a...
Yo, yeah. Some cross-mogination track.
Yeah, cross-mogination.
Yo, never disappoint.
Up in that rectum and I check them.
Suburban areas, born and raised with no run. Never had a gun to run, hooking the shootout. Always went to church with mom and wore a suit out. Who doubt? Can he be hard and faking he guard? You're done. The kid on the block, he's writing your style, kicking your style, flaunting your style, jocking your style. Did you see him at the following? Following, swallowing, sperm up, to throw up, blow up, to pick a hoe up. I never need to suck a dick for a deal. I never need a car to put a fly bitch. I'll leave you standing like a S1W, cold and freezing with your asshole hanging.
Yikes.
Sneezing, begging, pleasing. Them seeds smell like fish, that's the reason. Oh, you cut your hair bald. Yeah. A lot of you made your bills with wax skills. Now you're selling your asshole dreams on Hollywood Hills like a shark will bite. Suck my deal with gills cause you know frills. Taking feminine pills, real to real, my cock you feel. Fuck that shit, your girl is wet as a seal. You can't front, man, act like a stunt man. Fool of the girls, cause your lover is one man. I know the girls and girls that lick girls, but it's hard to breathe with your bullshit Jerry curls. Don't try to step to the X with that ill shit. I'm not PM Dawn, crazy man with real shit. Don't try to play me cause you gotta do shows, hoes. Wipe that shit out your nose.
In 88, we're falling about an ill flow. Lyrical goodies, not a hoodie and a steel toe. Talking about your wreck and parties fetching, hottest catching body. Just let me see your steps to got it. I stun you with skills, megatons of it. Fuck the guns and shit, I'll be anyone to get. I cut you off like a sharp machete blade. Swear to God, only card you be pulling is Medicaid. Joke to me, broke from C with a go hit. Wreck it, check it, some better rhymes on my old shit. I got a deal for rough shit to come up with. But niggas like you just suck dick. Like cattle punk rappers around up. Yo, chief, I turn your fucking beef into ground chuck. You pulling bitches? No, not on my block. Nigga, the only hoes you be getting from my Glock. Boom, 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 boom.
Yo, Don, punch the fuck in, you're late. Body banging my single with lyrical time. Be hanging up niggas that figure with the jiggers with fake triggers. Never underestimate. Other best will take the rest. The state of MCs make them blessed. The greatest of all time. Minds aligned, refined to an exaggerated.
Woo! Man, dude. Yeah, Percy, like it just works on this track, man.
Yep.
I gotta say, Keith feel like he you know, with his style on this one is, you know, shades of Critical Beatdown for sure.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But I think he elevated. He like he knew what he was getting with Percy P, and I think he stepped it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta say, Keith took it on this one. You know, if we're having a competition, you know what I'm saying?
He brought that Rhythm X shit out.
He did, and like a lot of conviction. Actually, you know, I said critical beatdown, but I would say it's more akin to Funk Your Head Up.
Funk Your Head Up, yeah.
That's a whole nother bag of worms right there, man.
Yes.
Man. But you know, I'm still Team 4 Horsemen forever, man. That won't sway.
Yeah.
It just bees how it bees.
Yeah.
Bees how it bees.
Yeah. Love that organ sample though, too, man. I mean, that's
dope.
Driving type of ish, man.
Yeah.
Rhymes I sniff.
It's a classic.
Yeah. What else though?
I don't know. I think this track, if there was any beat on the album you were gonna put Percy P on, this was the one.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
And Percy,
you wouldn't have him on Mommy.
No. Yeah, that would be weird. But it's interesting that, like, you know, he came out on Stone's Throw because it almost felt like something with like DITC or something might have been.
Sure.
For him.
Yeah.
He could have been on How the Fuck You Get a Deal.
Yeah.
Hey, didn't Kane, Big Daddy Kane had a track, How the Fuck You Get a Deal.
How you get a record deal. Yeah.
Yeah. Which had a Three Dog Night sample in it. And that's a whole other thing.
Yep.
Yeah. I get lost easy, you know. We do get on these sidebars and I just want to start talking about that shit.
Tangents,
you know? Yeah.
Fun of it.
I'm a very tangential gentleman.
Tangentleman.
I like that. That's an album title right there. Let me write that shit down.
The Tan Gentleman.
Yes. Boom. Boom. All right.
Excuse me, sir. You know the Empire State Building?
Craziest intro ever.
Right over here.
Whole song is.
Hey, hold up, kid. Hey, how you doing?
I'm here. I'm okay. I'm from Tennessee, you know. Starting my new career in New York.
Oh, Tennessee?
Yeah.
Hey, I got something for you, kid. Come here. I want you to try this. I want to sniff that. Come on, sniff some more.
It's really great. I mean, I feel like really alert. I mean, I'm open.
Some great shit, huh, kid?
You telling me? I mean, I'm from Tennessee. Something new.
Yeah. Now I want you to count from 10 backwards.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I need my shit, man. What the fuck? Yo, any masculine tab can go for a buck. What you mean? Don't try that shit. Fuck it. I see your mailbox. I keep it
Comes in sounding like Be Real.
Yeah. Walking around with a demo raw. Taking the cheesecake, some bill with a Tylenol. Down on Grand Hair, man, damn First Street. Selling for drugs, the copy tank with your beat. Go in the gallery, time to shoot it up. You can't find a vein? My pants like pull it up. Down I go, low bro, Kool, Keith, and Don. Funky junkies in the studio. Searching for green top, searching for green stop. Have you seen Maggie? The latest news.
Hey, you heard Carlos died?
Yeah, fucking stealing my stuff. The kid off the block, Bobby Beetle shit is rough. I got my VHS, what the Sony's down. Packs and packs for fucking double L. Uptown, downtown, my TV, my radio. Give me my shit, cause I'm a stereo. Rock that slip, fuck it up, dope man. Rock that slip, fuck it up, dope.
This track always reminded me of something that could have been on the Robbery Rabbit Stew album. You guys know that album?
I don't know that album.
You don't know that the rap group called Robbery?
Oh, Rob Reed.
Rob Reed.
I never heard that album.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, this was
I've heard
the
of
vibe.
it, yeah, but I've
this
never
was
heard
the
the
vibe. It was like
It's like that.
hectic, dark shit. A lot of character voices. I don't remember the names of the MCs, but Kool Keith was featured on that album too. And it's very of this era and ilk. Milk the ilk.
It's a really intense song.
Yeah, that and How the Fuck You Get a Deal.
Yeah,
The intros of both those tracks, man.
yeah, the intro is crazy for that. But this feels almost like just a slightly pimped out Fear and Loathing.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
It's just like this trip that like gets more intense and spirals and gets more chaotic.
I have a handful of projects that I like to listen to when I'm taking a nap because I'm an old man and we got to take naps, right?
Not this.
This is one of them, man.
Really? This song too?
Hell yeah, this whole album, man. I love if shit peppers my dreams, man. This shit butters my world. Butter your world, man.
To this.
Man, this any Keith Murray album, like there's I like to sleep and take hip hop naps to like the weirdest albums, man. Just it's what I do.
Keith cracks me up on this song.
Oh, dude.
Talk about it, man.
Don't try to shit. Fuck it.
What do you say about green stockings? Oh, I got green toppings. I got green stockings.
Yeah. And something about rolling up his pant leg.
Oh look, man! I've been missing the comments the whole time. I'm busy on the fader and the player here,
Yes.
and we got all these great comments by all these fantastic people. What up, people? I'm glad you're here.
He did kind of hit like a Sticky Fingers vocal tone for a moment there. I see that.
Well,
let me see that.
It's definitely
Moon
one of my. Huh?
Keith and Don caught a vibe. Yes, they did. They caught several vibes.
Yes, many a vibe were caught by them.
Harvey Wallbanger.
It's definitely one of my favorite song titles.
I just
Smith, aka Carlos died.
I just had a little epiphany here. We got to do something on like one of like Tony D's projects or something like that. Cause that, get into like some of the more left field stuff. Like he'd be a great candidate for this, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I don't know what else to say about that track, man. It's entertaining. The beat is something else. It's basically just like orchestral loop. And I do love the intro though, with the intro music there and how it sort of fuses into this onslaught of a nightmare that we're about to jump in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to hear Keep On.
Yeah.
I want to hear Keep On
Featuring Bobbito.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love this beat, man. This was a standout beat. This was one of those beats that came out and I was jealous of the beat. I'm like, man, I wish I had made that or like encountered those sounds, loops, whatever.
Yes! In America.
Some of the best, most perfect drums too.
Yeah, drums are dope.
Look at the bricks on the wall and notice when you hit your head on the speaker, you'll start to be a real dope freaker. And check it out, as the rhymes are written on red and black ink and yellow paper, you'll start to notice the lyrical content of the mental duress.
I'm a lyrical baby injector, satirical lady selector, defector, selector, impurity, mad soliloquy. O belly me bony belly, but no selling me dominance, the viscous of a nemesis, MC, errorless, empty embodiment I can't see. My rounds through division of illuminatory mission to write a story. I'm missing cranial fluids, insufficient. I can't sell tickets when I'm playing ball. I rock shock in the house, yes, sure. So Don, you know you're mellow and smoking. Grab the mic and get the shit wide open.
Check the image, spiritual scrimmage, the list. More than core floors vanish. To reveal damage when souls are vanished. Picture the originator, a data, a data, doesn't matter. Imitators are splattered. As it goes of laughter, abrased, bust through, pustules and decomposition. Incisions are made with blades, but faiths and religions.
When I get my millions, I'm gonna commission Bobito to do a rap album over my beats, man. I want to hear this, dude.
Yo,
We
it sounds
need
like
more
Bobito
raps.
like tried on this one.
Say what?
It sounds like Bobito tried on this one.
He did something. Definitely did something, man. Soliloquy. Like I said, the beat though is near perfection, man.
Yeah.
Drums,
Really good.
bass sample, man. I like this stuff.
Such a mid-90s feel.
Yeah. Oh, and they do 2 verses each. Am I right?
It's one of the longer ones. Is
Yeah, I think so.
it's not even that long. How the fuck you get a deal is the long one.
Well, Keep On is also one of the tracks that was not on the EP. Not a whole lot of difference between the EP and the LP.
Oh yeah, it was
2 tracks difference.
Okay.
Yeah. Sports.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. So
Crazy.
what do you think, Ty?
I really like this one. It's one of my favorite ones.
Oh, that's succinct.
And yeah, no, I guess I don't have that much to say about this one.
You know what? I got something to say to the people. People from everywhere gather around.
Checking out the sound.
Yeah. The nope is putting down with some help from C-Doc.
Again.
I gotta extend my apologies that we were away for the last couple of weeks. We were unable to. We were both out of town on heavy rap business, and we're back. I'm just saying we're back. We're back.
Yeah.
Well, I won't be able to do next Wednesday unless we do a pre-recorded thing. But after next Wednesday, everything should have settled down and be all groovy and stuff.
Yeah, I think we've kind of set this pattern of either doing every week or every other week. But this one was a slightly longer pause. So
it was a longer pause, and it's I unfortunately it just had to be that way, man. And I've missed doing it. I'm happy to be back. One of my favorite things in the whole world is talking about rap. So
it's what we would do even if the camera wasn't on.
We'd be talking about rap or rapping about it. One of the two.
Yep.
Yeah. Or 2 of the 2, probably.
Happy to have you guys back.
Yeah, man.
Thank
Hell
you.
yeah. All right, we're gonna
This
let's
is
get on.
our homecoming show.
Yes.
Summer coming to an end.
A&R.
Yes.
This intro's crazy.
Whack, right? Just not like other guys, just a little whack. And I want a real record deal.
Real record deal. Okay.
There was so much
What you do is
cats
you
were
gotta
talking
get your
about
ashy-ass knees. You gotta
sketchy
white
A&Rs
You gotta take
in
your
the
left
90s.
hand and grab my nuts for promotion.
and this fit
You gotta
so
take the right
perfectly.
one
Look
and
out
my
for the
anus
lady.
for distribution. And what you're gonna do, you look like you can't dance a lick, so we're gonna get you 2 pairs of white Converse. And some big
That'll do
fat
it.
butt big bitches from down south with big ass lips that dance for you. You're gonna have somebody write your lyrics.
Intro remind me of some Spike Lee type shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna make you a fucking star.
Bamboozled type of
Oh
vibe.
shit! Who's those fucking guys? Who the fuck are those guys? Yo, how the fuck you get up there? Fuck you right. How the fuck you get up there? How the fuck you get a deal? How the fuck you get a deal?
Tim Dog should have been on this track.
Oh, good call.
Would have been a good fit.
I'm mad, okay? Call me Dr. Giggles with my Tonka toy truck, smearing doodle in a horse. I'm just a patient, yeah, I'm on the 2nd floor. Bellevue Creek on my medical tour. Yo, hey doc, let me shoot my skill with some accuracy. How come I see red? A fireman after me. Rappers better wait by the ambulance. Call the moms, X to emergency. You got a mouse in your throat, you need an operation. I take a calico M and point and shoot it out. Make you think you fucking with a giraffe, holding a shark face. Now how did that dog taste? I was the man for years, for eating Doberman. Every time a call said, yo, come over, man. I'd rather spread out them seeds than eat a Willoughby's. Chew off its feet and vomit Dinorex. Next, I put her shoes in the wig and then I pick up fuck? I ride around in town like nothing happened. Finger snapping, older killer keeps rapping. I move, stop in the store, grab my M&Ms, drink my Yoo-Hoos, throw away my Slim Jims. Just the boyhead kid, I own a Volkswagen. The FBI knows he fucking with my station wagon. I got no time for sleep, I know your address. Yes, what you gonna buy me for my birthday?
Your shit is wet. How the fuck you get a deal? Your shit is wet. How the fuck you get a deal? Your shit is wet. How the fuck you get a deal? Your shit is wet. How the fuck you get a deal?
Wow. Broy.
Yo,
Broy.
his sequiturs, man.
Oh man, I had something came into my head that I was like, I had something I was gonna say about this, man. Snap! Hey, let me gather my thoughts. You guys go ahead. Hold on, I'm gathering.
I like how he's sort of telling a story, and you're following his narrative, and then it's just, what you gonna buy me for my birthday?
Yo, Keith loved to rap about pickup trucks.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a recurring theme.
Lots
It's
of
probably
mentions.
there. I think it's like the third pickup truck on this album.
Yeah.
Is on this song too.
Yep.
Yeah. Damn, what I was gonna say, man. Like this is shit. I had something rather monumental, but now it's gone. It's in the ether somewhere. If it comes back, I'll say something about it, man. But I did want to say that keep in mind, future episode, I really want to do Tim Dog's second album, Do or Die.
Oh yeah, you've mentioned that. See, I need to study up on that because I never even heard it until you sent it to me, or you mentioned it to me a couple months ago, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to check for that.
I just know the term with KRS. That's the one song I remember.
Yeah.
I had to step and catch a late pass for that one, man, because I didn't have that album back in the day.
Yeah, I
which is wild because like I played the hell out of Penicillin.
Yeah.
My cassette, like I wore that into the ground.
Do or Die is a worthy candidate, man.
Yeah.
And even Tim's production on it himself, like, is something to talk about. So yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that. But I mean, how the fuck you get a deal?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that beat is rugged.
What's cool is that like the album, like the title of the song reads like it's going to be an instructional, and it's very much not that.
Yet it kind of is.
Right.
Yes.
What not to do.
In a bad sort of way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's eating candies and he's I always love when Keith had his own I'm having several brain farts tonight. His own take on certain words, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Vomit always became vomic. Yeah, he knows the difference, of course, but it's just more entertaining.
Yeah. How about that opening? I'm mad. Okay.
They're like answering yourself in raps. Man, I did that a bunch of times, man. Actually, on my next LP that I have coming out, I did that a few times. Where I interrupt myself and then congratulate myself and things like that. Yeah.
This is very much, and he's just. It's like he embraces being a lunatic on record.
When has he not?
It's so fun, but like
when has he not?
It was in the Ultramag days. Like, yes, he was weird, and you knew that there was like potential. You didn't know how far he would ever end up taking his weirdness, but I feel like it never really exploded until Dr. Octagon, and then like the floodgates were open, and everything he did from that point on was like.
No, previous to Octagon, like I said, there was those couple 12 inches were out there, like Prepare for When I Come With No Underwear, and some of the things like on the Ultra album, like the Zoo skit, where he's admiring animals from behind, and there's some interesting stuff.
Like the purple one with Tim Dog.
Yeah.
You're saying?
Yeah.
But was that before Doc Ock?
I thought that was after.
Yeah, I think that was after. I don't know. Oh my God, Moke! I hope that your screen is stuck that way. Knowing him, it might not be. I'm mad. Okay.
Okay. Did I freeze?
You did. Welcome back.
Wi-Fi is kind of acting a little funny today. Thanks for having me back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we're about to wrap it up. All we got left is the Kick a Dope Verse remix.
This is why I feel like it's more of an EP, even though it's listed as an LP.
Yes, X74. What's up, Nomad 107? You want to do this?
X74.
Let's do this. We got 5 minutes.
We already heard these verses. Yeah.
Kick it the verse.
We'll hear them again.
Kick it the verse and then we ghost. Kick it the verse and then we ghost. I got a brand new Ford, bright orange yellow pickup truck, cruising around like I'm Johnny Esposito, pumping my pump tape and stretching Bebopito, looking around for that kid that robbed Joey. Catch another rapper rob slowly in the back of your head, feel the calico ammo. You know the X, hey, he's out the hospital. He played a trumpet in class, plus he had a fiddle. He had a house uptown on Green Apple Road. A human body buried, monkey plus a little toe. Scared federal bureau, fuck investigation. No phones, no beats, fuck communication. I like ice cream kids, I like Carvel. I read comics and books, yeah, Marvel. You wanna step MCs, I'm in the basement. Hold the mirrors to hell, where your face went. I walk quiet.
He's done face went and basement a few times.
Yeah. Peekaboo, got a gift for you. Yo, fuck Santa Claus, open your door, face the Cenobites, lights. I want the Matrix, I'm mad, I'm like Hellraiser. Where could I be? Kick it though verse and then we ghost. Kick it though verse and then we ghost.
We know the rest, but just had to play a little piece of that remix just so everybody got the vibe. You know what I'm saying? This album is still not available for digital purchase. It's still not available for digital streaming. I hate to even mention streaming sometimes, but you know, we have our issues, but you know.
Oh, do we not have Return to Zero?
I was just about to mention that. So there was.
I didn't add it to it because on the 97 version it's not there.
It wasn't there. Okay.
That's on the 2000s version.
Next release, yeah.
So I did not upload Return to Zero.
Check out my child, Return to Zero.
Yeah, well, you can just do an a cappella version.
Yes, there you go.
Checking my style, Return to Zero. Whoa. Checking my style, Return to Zero.
One thing I forgot to break out. I know I've been like holding up something semi-relevant each episode, and I forgot to this time, but he mentions Marvel and his affinity for comic books.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys know about this, but Marvel did this like whole series of comic books where the covers were based on like classic hip hop records.
Yes.
So I have one that's it's Venom, but it's Black Elvis.
Oh, word. Oh, no way. Really?
Really dope.
Nice.
Oh, that's crazy. And you have it, but you don't have it.
It's in a box. I can pull it out, but it might take 4 minutes.
Hey, you fucking box. Hey, what are you doing? There, you box.
There, you box. also
he's half man, half shark. Of course he is. Of course he is. Well, half man, alligator, half shark.
Yo, what did he say? He said something about like a giraffe, like holding a shark mask or something on this. I forget what he said.
Yeah. On How the Fuck You Get a Deal, he said that, right?
Yeah. Pretty good.
Cerebral stuff, man.
Let's just keep mashing up animals.
What can you say? If you know, if you're fortunate enough to be in a record store and looking through used bins and you come across this project, snatch it up.
Grab it.
Yeah,
it's crucial.
It's crucial. It's really worthwhile. And
whether it's the EP or the LP or a reissue, just get it. You need the music. support. I cannot stress it any further.
Yo, even if you just want a good laugh, this album's freaking hilarious.
Absolutely, man. Or even if you just want to get a good head nod, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, shout out on this, man. Bob the Golden Apple. What up? You know what I'm saying? Do it. Bob the Golden Apple, man. Chase that turkey. Let's do it. Yeah. I'm still grooving, man. The we're done. The album's done, and I'm lost in a miracle.
Did you guys talk about the choruses, the hooks for all the songs? All have that same kind of pattern.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about it, but I mean, it's kind of like from the Souls of Mischief playbook. We have a title. Let's just repeat the title. And I never like doing that on my own stuff, but later on, that's been my go-to. I don't want an elaborate chorus. I don't want to have to read you. I don't want to have to rap you an essay for my chorus. I just want to repeat the damn thing or have nothing. You know what I mean? It's great, man. Let's just have a simple phrase or sentence, repeat it over some dope hype loop. There you go. What else do you need, man? This is rap music. We invented this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like it's special for a purpose. You know, don't mess with perfection.
And Keith has sort of like very much always been pretty well, not always, but I think his standard is kind of like the straightforward chorus.
Yeah.
But even just like the pattern of how he says things, like return to zero and kick a dope verse, like it's almost the same.
It's almost the same, yeah. Yep.
What on Rhymes I Sniff, I can never make out exactly what they're saying in the hook. Besides Rhymes I Sniff, is it Rhymes I Sniff? Think I'm dope, man. Is that what it is?
Thinking I'm dope, man. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Rhymes I Sniff. Thinking I'm dope, man.
It's kind of a weird mix on that song too.
Yeah, it's grungier.
Yeah.
Than some of the other joints.
The grunge, the grunge. Doom, 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 doom.
The moment on that song where he mentions that Carlos died in that completely insane voice.
I think that's Don.
I think you're probably right. It reminds me of what's his face, dude that plays the lawyer in frickin' Fear and Loathing.
Oh, that's funny, man.
Oh, Benicio del Toro.
Del Toro, yeah.
Del Toro.
It's just, I don't know. That song takes me on like a really uncomfortable trip that I'm willing to repeat, but it's uncomfortable each time.
I miss that actor, man. I was actually just revisiting the Basket movie the other night, and he's in that movie too, man. Yeah. Did you ever see that?
So according to Rap Genius, it's Rhymes I Sniff. Fuck it, I'm dope, man.
Fucking I'm dope, man.
That makes so much sense. That's way better than what I was thinking.
I don't know the source, but you know.
What Moon say? Oh, he said, "People get Don's new album." What is Don's new album title? I forget.
Oh,
check it out.
I pulled it up. Wait, Thesis.
Which
Thesis?
Playing his next
Thesis.
Yes.
Thesis.
Hopefully not feces. Right.
Why did I say? Yeah, I don't know why. I'm losing it, man. I'm losing it. All right. Yeah, man. So how you guys been?
Doing well.
Yeah.
Everything's good?
Yep. Dave, how were your travels? You were out, right?
I'm adjusting back to West Coast time. I was a week in San Diego and then a week in New Hampshire.
And you'd never been to New Hampshire, and what'd you think?
It was lovely. We were on the lake. We did some kayaking. We swam. We had lots.
You was on Golden Pond.
Yo, very much on Golden Pond.
Hell yeah.
We took the little tour of like all the on Golden Pond landmarks, and we had dinner at this restaurant called Walter's Basin, which is named after the fish that they look for in.
That's right.
on Golden.
Wow.
The side note, it's one of my favorite movies, man.
Is
I
it?
love that shit. Hell
Oh.
yeah. Henry
Wow.
Fonda, man. Hell yeah, man. I love that movie, dude.
That's
I think actually Prevail from Swollen Members. I think he even quoted that movie in one of his raps at one point.
he would. That's
Yeah.
very much something he would do. Totally.
Speaking of Prevail and Swollen Members, believe it or not, I just booked a Swollen Members reunion tour across the Canada in November.
Oh,
Nice.
fantastic.
Wild circumstances have brought this to fruition, and it's like the last thing I would have thought of happening, man.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's-
Well, why not though, man? Why
Right?
not?
Yeah.
You know, why not do it, man? I mean, we made all those songs for a reason. We didn't make them to like, oh, 20 years later, let's just forget it ever existed. No,
Nah.
we do rap for a reason, man. So
Yeah.
There's people still checking for him. And all three of you are still active. So,
yeah, all four.
well, yeah,
You
true.
know, Rob Viking too,
Can't
right?
leave out Robin. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a new
Rob,
a new development in, you know,
Yeah.
Dope.
yeah, man,
That's awesome, man.
yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. You know what the name Swollen Members means? It's a large crew.
Yeah.
I came up with that name in 1995 at a late night Denny's session. Me and Prevail and Magi was sitting around and just like, hey, if we made a group, what would we call it? You know, it was at its infancy, right? And just making all these joke names, and then it was like, yo, how about the Swollen Members? We laughed it off, but that was the name that sort of floated to the top of the hat.
It stuck.
Stuff,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, what should we tell? What should we tell the press if it gets to that point? What should we tell the press that it means? You know, we know what it means.
No, but
That just means large crew.
it's great because you can dance around it forever.
Yep.
So anyway, that and like I have a new LP, 2 new LPs coming out this fall. So, you know, I'll get to that later. You'll see me plug those on my own. So what's good in rap news for y'all, gentlemen?
I got nothing new. I'm just happy to get back at it.
Oh, you must have something new.
I haven't done anything. I've been traveling.
I know, but like this past summer, you must have been doing something.
Oh, you know, some fine tuning of things. Oh, actually, I'm working on a new song with my buddy DJ Trogue out of St. Louis.
Word?
Respect to the homie Trogue. Yeah.
Okay, dope.
It's a cat that I've known forever. Like since before he even started producing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been making moves with a really dope pack of artists down there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I'm stoked to work more with him and some of the other cats, man.
All right, word up.
Shout out to Jai from Bits and Pieces. And yeah.
Rap.
More stuff to come.
Yeah, man. C-Doc, what you got?
Man, just a lot. Finally got the B-Boys album coming out. Donald D and Brother B.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, their first album ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy, man.
Yep. Their first album ever. Because they just, back in the 80s, they only did singles.
Yeah, sure. I'm interested in that.
So is it new material?
Brand new material. Yep.
Wow.
And then they took some of their old joints and did like rock versions, like kind of updated rock versions of the classic stuff. You know, like Girls. And,
sheesh.
Yep.
Oh, that's craziness, man.
But it's very rooted in, like, rhyme style is very rooted in that old school 80s style.
Great.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope, man.
It's very, very cool. So we finally finished and scheduled the album. It'll be out in a couple weeks.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Actually, next week, the 13th, it's scheduled to come out. So
Well, that's some new news that I wasn't expecting, and I'm definitely interested in that. Hell yeah.
yep, we shot a video not this past weekend, the weekend before.
Okay.
So there'll be a music video coming out accompanying it, and which I have to edit yet.
Word.
I'll get to it.
yeah.
I'll get to it in the next couple days. So yeah.
All right. So we all got shit. We got stuff.
Super cool.
Oh, I got a single coming out with Dinko D soon too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it your single or Dinko? Because Dinko's been doing a lot lately.
No, this is me and my homeboy K Rec from Vancouver.
Okay.
We've been slowly making this project, and we got Curious on it. Got Dinko, a couple other little treats popping off, just like a fun EP.
Nice.
Sort of just things happen. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Yeah.
Curious. Shout out to Curious too. He's been busy.
Curious is dope, man. Curious is one. Curious remind me of like a Master Ace in that, like, as he's aged, he's just got doper and doper, and like more and more skilled. Where I don't want to name names, so I don't want to down nobody, but there's cats out there that I've looked up to that it's like they're turning into babies again, man. Like their raps just have not held up.
Yeah.
You know, like they just don't have that excitement to put the effort in or something. Whatever the case is.
There's that, right.
But yeah, Curious is like that's a cat that's, you know, he's on his craft, man.
Yeah,
100%.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Word up.
Definitely.
It's a renaissance for him, man.
I gotta go.
Me too.
Yeah.
I have to run. I would love to talk like an extra half hour. C-Doc, has been delightful having you join us. That was totally unexpected.
Yeah, I just wanted to jump in and fix that little thing. So.
I hope you haven't eaten into your personal or family time there, right?
Not at all. Everybody's sleeping right now, so
yeah, I imagine so.
I'm gonna go do that in a minute. So.
Yeah, for sure.
No, it's always a pleasure to join you guys. I love talking.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Yeah. I'm happy to be on this, man. For all of you guys out there, thanks for joining us. For anybody who watches the show on the later tip, feel free to leave your comments below on the YouTube. Thanks to Channel Zero, and I am Mocha O. That's Dave Sy. This is Body Hat Weekly, and we will be back in 2 weeks with another installment. Until then, stay tuned. Spread the word, because we need your word. At this point, this is a new show.
Subscribe.
Like and subscribe, and make sure to check out all the other programming on Channel Zero. And shout out to Public Enemy, of course.
And hit us on the comments below, or on any of the socials, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Let us know if you got albums you want us to be reviewing, because we're always entertaining suggestions.
We're entertaining suggestions, and we may take you up on it. We may not. We're
suggestive entertainers, and we will do our best to let y'all know a little bit ahead of time what we land on for the next comment.
Yeah, absolutely. We did. Because of your travels and I've been busy and stuff too, man. So this was a little bit last minute, but this was definitely one of the albums that from the get-go we had wanted to do.
Yeah, it's an idea from time.
Yeah, man. I hope you guys got something out of it. All right. Peace and blessings. And we'll see you soon. Until then, get your sleep, eat your festivals, and wake up and make the most out of your next day.
Indeed. Thanks, y'all.
God bless.
Peace.